Welcome to my channel. I'm Sid, she who said, no, she that said. I'm doing the next in my series of new deck spreads. This time it's for the Nightscape Tarot. See? Nightscape Tarot by Molly Greenlee. This is a recent acquisition. Have to be because she just released it. This was a Kickstarter campaign, and I've only really used it when trying to decide on what decks for my 31 Days of Tarot on comparison decks. Shuffles nicely. It's a nice size. I like the larger size tarot cards. When they get too large, they're harder to shuffle. So what is it that I'm doing? It's a new deck spread called New Deck Who Dis. It was created by the Astral Chemist. Excuse me, that's wrong. The Astral Alchemist. And I saw this on DeeVintion's YouTube channel. And as usual, when it stops shuffling well, I go to this. It's a 5-card spread asking 5 questions of the cards of how it best wants to be used by me, assuming other people. Sorry, that's one. I have to pull 4 more. I'm quite envious if I see people who were able to do this way. 2. I'm scared. Because that's what happens. The whole deck just goes. Okay. Quite often I get 2 in that 3rd spot. I'm going to go back to this. Okay. 3. Okay. I'm trying, when they jump out like that, my orderliness, it's messing with my idea of orderliness. I like chaotic order. Yeah, you think that's crazy, but think about it, because that actually describes me pretty darn well. Chaotic order. Oh, anyway. Okay. And I have these set aside if I need clarifications. These are kind of weird because they're just grayscale on the back. Okay. And the first question is, what type of readings preferred? Another Pentacles. Well, I think most of them have been Wands, actually. So 8 of Pentacles. Pentacles is always good. People are always asking about money. But probably questions about what they're doing for their craft, for their living. Should they continue the dedication they've been giving to it or develop it more? Are they in the right direction? Basically, questions about what they're doing in life. Again, my opinion. If you think different, let me know. 2, what advice would help me learning to work with you? Ooh, 6 of Pentacles upside down. No, we don't like upside down. Of course, I don't have to take it that way, right? So what would help me, 6, because that's usually generosity and wealth, and upside down is non. So what will help me is not making money. Well, that is not helpful in me personally. Or maybe not doing it just for wealth, because again, I think that's kind of stupid. Okay, yeah, I'm not PC here, folks. I just say things the way I think they should be. It would be stupid to do something just for the money, having had jobs for years and years. that provided no joy. If anything, just grief and sadness and stress. And yes, I did get money in return, but never enough to break me out of that or give me time to do what I really like. So yes, what would help me learning to work with you is not doing this for money reasons, or that's how I read it. 3 is, how might you help me grow as a reader? And we've got 2 here. Overkill, and 4 of Cups. Interesting. I like that it's a skeleton. I mean, yeah. He's already dead. Putting 10 swords into him, bit of an overkill. I don't... Some cards I think you don't really... You know, it's an end. So... endings would help me as a reader? Let's see, but in with the 4 of Cups though, taking a rest. Well, right now I am at the end of, like I said, I had a job that was horrible for me, and nothing bad about the job. I actually liked the work. It was a toxic environment, didn't do well for me, and that's over. And I'm extremely exhausted, and I'm now trying to take some time to rest before I jump back in full-blown job searching. Not too much time, but just time so I just don't feel like it's so hard to get, oh, my little fire, stay with me. So, taking time to rest after an ending. Okay. That's how I read that. Where might I struggle? Okay. I didn't look at these cards, but I've never had so many. Struggle with the Wheel of Fortune, Change, and 2 of Cups. I know these 2 were upside down, but I'm feeling like maybe the cards were just a mess in the first place, but I'm turning them right side up because I actually don't feel like that's an issue. Or maybe it is. Maybe this would cause some struggle for here because I don't feel like I'm contributing enough. Could be, right? I mean, if you don't feel like you're pulling your weight, even if the other says you are. This is just change. I know it's a really pretty skull with flowers. I like the fact that it's got flowers blossoming on it, so it shows that with death comes new growth. But if I remember correctly, it doesn't matter whether it's right side up. Either way, it's just change. And then fate, fortune, opportunities. Struggle with the opportunities that are given to me. That could be. And struggling with what luck I get, which, I don't think of myself as the most lucky person. I do have some outstanding luck. My partner is wonderful. Wouldn't change him for anything. But I don't know. I'm not sure how to read this. I'll have to think about that a bit. I'm going to go on to how can I fully tap into the energies. Emperor upside down, order, authority, but upside down. Remember I just said I'm like my chaos and order at the same time, which Emperor is about order. I do have a problem with the current paradigm of male authority. It's part of what made my previous job toxic, in my opinion. Being a strong female who runs a lot of masculine energy, but constantly told to my little stones keep moving around. I don't know if it's good or bad. Being told to step back, be nicer, smile. So annoying. So does this mean I need to tap into, or not tap into, or to fully tap into the deck, I need to not tap into the masculine. Maybe I need to tap into more of the feminine, which would be possibly an issue since I run more masculine anyway. Maybe that's it. Now, how might I struggle? Struggle with reading things that I don't like. I actually have no problem reading things for other people. It's how it applies to me. It's hard to take my history out and just read the cards. I don't know if other people have the same problem. It's what's has always held me back from tarot, which is I've only had myself to read. And I find it really hard because I'm reading cards and my mind is faster than I can filter it, is already trying to work it into what I already know about me. So when I see this, I'm like, no, my relationship, that's not a struggle. Or at least I don't think so. But, this could put a strain on this. I hope it doesn't too long, which is why I need, I can't just rest too long. But I don't want this to be an issue. And seeing this come up means I need to focus on that a little bit more. Well, okay. So, the Nightscape Tarot, which I got because it's supposed to be more of a Shadowscape Tarot, searching the dark sides, the things you don't necessarily want to see about yourself, which I think more people need to do. The more you know about yourself, the less likely someone else can use you against yourself. You have to be you, but you also have to know you. Otherwise, you give people hooks. And they can hook you in and you don't even realize it. We all are capable of this happening to them. Okay, so I think that's it. This deck will be good for, I'm not going to say finances, but because I see the money, but it's more about your craft, about diligence, about what it is you do for a living. Should you, shouldn't you? I need to not focus on the money side of it. I just, accept the end of what I has been, take a rest, which I will struggle with because I'm so used to just having my place as, supporting myself, needing no one else, and not having to accept help from anyone because I have a problem with that. So maybe that's this I'm going to struggle with. And then to fully tap into energy, I need to not tap into the masculine, but more of the feminine, sacred feminine of the deck. Well, that's what I get. If you get something different, let me know. Leave me a comment, leave me a chat, ask me a question that I can ask the cards. Help me out. If not, always come back. I'll be putting out quite a few of these. I will taper out once I've gotten through all my decks. But yes, come on back. Thank you for joining me now. Ciao.